Hey guys, how's it going? Coming to you with another video here. Before I get started, make sure you like and subscribe, comment below. This is my most popular stock on my channel. I don't really know why, it just is. So anyone that subscribed and follows me because of this, I do try posting this stock at least once a week. As I've said in my previous videos, I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the week. So if you hit the like button and subscribe button, much appreciated. We're on the way there, so we're getting a couple every day. So awesome, thank you guys so much. So if you haven't watched any of my other previous videos, Virgin Galactic is one that I'm pretty bullish on. It's a SPAC stock. Overall, I consider myself a long-term investor. I prefer growth stocks, but I do like sprinkling in a couple SPAC stocks. I have two in my portfolio, so this is one of two. So let me get into it. So today we're going to talk about Virgin Galactic. Ticker is SPCE. So this is obviously a SPAC stock that I'm in. So this stock had a lot of volatility. I mean, it always does. I mean, if you were to look, back in the summer, the fall, the winter, now, it has massive swings. But volatility is like not bad, especially in a SPAC stock, because it just creates good buying opportunity, in my opinion. So some of the most recent news that came out, the test flight window closed on February 28th. So when Virgin Galactic does their launches, they have certain, weeks where they can launch it, do the launch basically. Well, they didn't successfully, or they didn't even attempt to do a launch. So now that the test flights window's over, there was a massive sell-off. So I think why that is because there's a lot of swing trader, day traders, people that are just impatient that really aren't, they're investors, but they don't really believe in the company long-term. Like, I believe in this company, like next decade, it's going to be higher than what it is now, in my opinion. They're going to have commercial flights, I think, in the next decade. So people that just buy it for a quick pump and dump, they want to see like a 10-20% gain. If the flights are successful, then they sell out and you see a little dip. But I think that's the reason why it really went down. And how much it went down? Well, after the news broke they weren't going to do it on this window, the stock went from $50 to $35, basically in a week. So why? Like I just said, I think it's a lot of day traders, short-term traders, swing traders. Well, they don't want to wait for the next test flight window. So now that it's at $35 and there was really no bad news, I mean, you can consider semi-bad news if they didn't launch it, on the test flight. However, I think it's more good news than bad, because I think the next time they do it, they want to make sure it's 100% successful. When they did the one in the winter, I believe it was early December or late November, one of the test flights something happened and a fail-safe hit, and then it landed back. So basically, I look at that more as good as bad, because the fail-safes work. It didn't explode, it didn't blow up. So I think they just want to make sure they 100% get it right this time around when they do the test flight. So right now it's at $35, $34. I think it's fluctuating between there, and I think that's why. So that's why another reason I never buy right before big things. I always want to position in well before they happen. Because if you bought at $40, $50 and you're, especially a short-term trader or like a swing trader, you're getting smoked right now. You're down like, you're almost down, you're down 70% of your position. So now you're stuck, and now you have to hope that, first off, you got to hold for months. And second off, you need to pray that the flights go exactly as planned. So that's why I don't like ever buying at peaks or right before the hype. You want to get in well before it. So right now it's at $35. Good buying opportunity. If you don't own this stock right now, I think $35 is a good buy right now if you're working on building a position. The reason I say that is because if you think that the test flights will be successful or they're going to be more positive than negative, I don't think the stock will ever be below $30 again. That's just my opinion. Now, if you're buying the stock and you're not sure, you just want to do research on, it's a risky stock. That's what I'm trying to say. But buying now at $35 is a good play if you're planning, especially on holding for the long term, like me. So it is a good buying opportunity right now. I don't think it will go below 30. The next test flight window, which another reason why there's probably a massive sell-off, usually it's in a couple months. Well, this one's actually in May. So it's just March now. So you got March, April, May. So you still have you basically have 3 months before the next test flight when people were thinking it was going to be sometime in February. So really 4 months then. So I think that's another reason why the stock really sold off heavy, just because that to some people is disappointment. I look at it more as a great buying opportunity, especially if you want to add to your position or start a position. Now's the time to do it. Where is my cost base on my Virgin Galactic? So my cost base is $21. I bought this a while ago. I want to say in like September, right before the first test flight that got delayed and pushed it to winter. So I got in before all that, and I was, honestly, when I bought it, I thought the flights were going to be successful. I'm glad I bought it there because the hype keeps building. So am I going to add at $35? No. Why? Because I already have a position at 21, so I'm still up a significant amount. I have my position built out. I built it out, I think, all through September. I bought it 3 or 4 times. It's a SPAC stock, so it's less than like 2% of my portfolio. So a smaller position, but obviously the more risky it is, you don't want to build a super big position. So I'm happy with what I have, but if you don't have it, like I said, 35 is not a bad buy. Will I buy? If the test flight is successful, right, I'm willing to bet it's way above $50. Let's just say it goes to $55 to $65, right? Like the week after is successful, everyone's happy. Once it has a minor sell-off from the swing and day traders, so once it goes back down to 50 to like 55, after all the good news, all the day traders, swing traders, basically the next dip I see, I will add to my position for sure, because with that, yes, it's a higher cost base than now, but with the good news, which I think is going to happen, I'm willing to pay double the price based on what we know now and how it's progressing. So that's kind of how I build my positions. I have no problem averaging cost up. I just need some good news in order to justify doing it. So that's my opinion on what's going to happen once the test flights happen. I do think they'll also happen in May because that gives them 6 months or a little longer to figure out what exactly happened, and I think it's going to be right this time. Will I sell? So let's just say in May the test flights don't happen or something really bad happens. I don't think I'll sell because this space is so interesting. ARK Invest is getting into the space segment. They're buying shares and stuff like that. It really does interest me in being a long-term investor. If it went under $20, just say something failed or something didn't happen, I would buy a little more if it went to like the $15 to like $18 range, because I think long-term this thing will pull through. And that's one of the reasons why I like being a long-term investor. I feel like I have a lot of control on my positions if you believe in the company, if you believe in the space in the future. So I believe in this totally. So let's see where I'm at here. So yeah, I totally believe in the space and everything. So this is my prediction by summer. So I think when this happens mid-July, all the good news and hype, I think it will be 70 plus. I really do. And if Richard Branson does go to space in the late summer or fall and that's successful, I think the stock will be 100 plus easy. So obviously if I started my position at 21, added here because of the good news, goes there. So even that is a 2x if you even start a position here with that good news, but I'm already a 2x almost, like not now, but I was over 2x. So I feel like I'm in a really good position and I really like where this company's going. I really believe in it. You have some big hedge funds buying into it. It's going to work and it's super exciting. I don't really get the whole space thing. I don't want to go in a shuttle and go up to that really doesn't get me excited, but I do see how some people would love doing that. So I can see the value in it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So without further ado, just make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on Virgin Galactic. If you've changed your mind, if you sold, if you disagree with me, if you agree with me, what your cost base is. I like reading the comments and seeing what other people are doing too. So that's all I got. Let's try to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the week. I really appreciate it. Peace.